Hello and welcome to a new indie game video. I'm PlayerState and today we're taking a look at Crown Gambit, which is a narrative tactical game in which you guide three paladins down an ominous path for a capital plagued by chaos and political unrest. Sounds exciting. Just want to say thank you to the developers for giving me access to a free review copy. This game is out today as this video goes up. So yeah, interested to check it out. A nice mix of card tactical and narrative game. Sounds cool. Yep, let's just go with soldier. You'll be able to change this parameter in the game setting, except during combat.
Shh.
Alright, shh yourself.
No, everyone. Let me tell you a story. The story of the great kingdom of Mildred and of the greatest peril in its history. A long time ago, the sovereign ruler of all gods, Azertor, sent a gift to the mortals. The relics, mighty artifacts of occult powers. But dark is the human heart, for the countries of the realm left only fire and death in the wake of their wars as they fought over the relics.
Typical humans.
'Twas so until the day that a woman named Vermessa unveiled the most absolute of all relics. One which could control all others. The Crown of Azertor. With the help of the four mother houses, Vermessa unified the realm and erected its majestic capital, Mayerzon Castel. And so was founded the Kingdom of Mildred. As for the remaining relics, they were handed out to the Paladin Corps, an order of fighters sworn to the exclusive service of the Crown and of the royal family. Long after the kingdom came to be, as it appeared to have found peace and balance in all things, a covert operation would see a party of novice paladins joining forces on a most enigmatic quest. Only three they were. Rollo, a simple sailor, came to join the Corps after saving Mildred's beloved princess from the clutches of the Jawsmonger, a terrible abomination of the seas. Eliza, the youngest of the Bloodcrest family, preferred the path of the warrior to that which was expected from a noblewoman of her rank. Hale, a servant of the gods, was the sole member chosen among the Order of Ancestrals by a relic, Starshade.
Convoluted intro, I have to say that.
All hailing from different walks of life, yet their shared destiny would go far beyond their vows.
Quite like the art design.
And so at last...
Yeah, at last is correct.
With our three paladins charged to escort the king and his last-born son across the lands.
Alright. These creatures again. I can't stay here much longer. Let's clear a path. On guard. Your turn. Alright, so what we got? Surgical Strike deals 9 damage and applies Weaken to an adjacent enemy target. Heavenly Light deals 15 damage and inflicts burning and blinding. That can be done to anybody. And Poison Dagger deals 5 damage to an enemy and applies poison no matter where it is on the board. So I'm guessing we could use one attack. Wait, you have to use cards to attack? I thought the thing said you can actually attack. Anyway, we've got enough to kill everybody around here. Take that. You're dead. Surgical strike. And poison dagger. And these will come down the board, I assume? Yeah, there we go. Oh, only one of them. Oh, no, there we go. Come down. Oh, and they've come in from the sides as well. It's never going to end, is it? You're forcing my hand. Vanish, abominations. Ancestral Grace. Oh, big AoE effect. And they're all gone. What? No! I'm dead. Is this a dream? Yeah, it's a dream. Ah! A nightmare? Again? I might have overused my relic in the past few weeks. Phew. Dawn is breaking. I should get ready. Sir Hale, are you ready? Join us down here. We will get back on the road shortly. Oh no, that was it. Sorry. I'll be there this instant. Forgot to do a different voice. Is the outside clear? It seems there is no one. The kid wasn't ready to leave yet. We'll wait for them a bit. Rolo, were you not a fisherman before? Do you know anything about our destination? Or Peru? I have heard of it, but never been there. They say it's a small fishing village. They get by, I heard. I wonder what could the royal family have to do there? I'm curious to know too. Why were we chosen to escort them, even though we are novices? I am as curious as you are, Sir Hale. We could ask Sir Alphonse when they... It has been so long since I last slept on straw. We shall provide you with better bedding in an orpir, my lord. Oh, it's too many voices, man. Lower thy voice, paladin. By no means shall anyone in this inn know about our mission. Do not concern yourself with my comfort. I shall make do with what we have the coming nights. I will go and fetch the prince. Be ready to leave. Alphonse, why are they here with us? Your father tasked me with finding reliable and discreet paladins to accompany him to Orpir, your majesty. Our 3 new recruits were exactly the paladins we required for this quest. But you're the strongest of them all. Why would you need them? Worry not, my little prince. We shall protect you. Do not call me little prince. Quiet! Soon I'll celebrate my 8th spring. I'll finally be allowed to bear my own sword, and my father will never need guardians like you anymore. No, he's a sport brat. Politely point out his rudeness. Oh, I can do like call him to order. Let the king intervene. Members of the royal family must show great deference to our devoted members of the Paladin Corps. Your mentor should reassert the very fundamentals of decorum. You truly disappoint me, my child. I allowed you to accompany me on this journey, but I shall not stand for your puerility. Wait, there's someone coming. You, get out of here. I heard nothing, I swear. I won't tell anyone the royal family's there. What did you just say? What? I won't tell anyone the king's presence in this inn? My apologies, my lord. That commoner could spread the news of our presence here. We cannot risk anything, not on a mission of such importance. I think they've done the same voice. I concur. Take him away and do what needs to be done. The idea is unpleasant, but our quest cannot be undone. So many lives are at stake. Very well, sire. Hey, what are you? Now we can go. Yeah, you killed an innocent? I did what was necessary, novice. Nothing to cry about. Let us leave. Allowed Gobberit to get away. Alright, so we got like a map, and this is our first encounter. Continue the journey. Paladins will not be able to talk to this character again. Talk. Starts a conversation with this character. Good day, my lords. Looking an awful lot tired. Indeed, it has been a long day. Why don't you stop and rest a little? Got some fresh plonk and are not too fat and not too foul at that. Are you offering us a drink? Just like that, this. I'm a generous soul, you see. I'll always share a drink. Don't you want a taste? No, we really cannot, because it's obviously not good. We are in a hurry. We cannot rest. Unfortunate. Generous souls are rare in times like these. We cannot trust anyone, Paladin. Probably for the best. Forest Edge. An encounter. Just talk again. Start a conversation with this character. Friends, some travellers set up camp on the roadside. I wonder, why are they hauling so much? Let us be discreet. Our mission is confidential, Paladin. Must I remind you? Eliza's right, buddy. Alright. Alright, so we just skip past them. Okay. Not a lot happening so far. After a short journey, our heroes arrive in... Glorix Forest, I think that was. Sir Alphonse, you said we were obviously the most qualified for this quest. But there is nothing obvious about choosing the 3 youngest and most inexperienced paladins to escort the king outside the capital. Hard to deceive, aren't you, Lady Bloodcrest? I am a lady no more, sir, but a paladin. Forgive me. About your inquiry. You are a very rare sight among the paladin corps, individuals not marred with court intrigues and political schemes. You might be the only people I can trust to keep our journey a secret. I see. Was I right to believe so? We shall honour the trust you put into us. A lot of talking, not much else so far. Hey, little one. My prince. My dad, your father was a bit rough. Fathers can be like that sometimes. That's how they care about us. I would prefer if he cared in another way then. Look there. It seems the brigands have been hanged. Indeed, I shall tell our majesty. The young prince is a bit young to see such horrid things. There is a bill stuck next to it. I'll read what it says. For endangering the lives of a noble envoy of House Amister and the votary accompanying him, these brigands have been hanged high. Condemn the brigands' boldness, pity the poor thieves, curse their lack of deference for the clergy, regret how things turned out. Condemn these bandits' attack on the nobility, be compassionate. Regret how things turned out. Death is too harsh a fate for someone hopelessly seeking nourishment. In Lastham Abbey, where I grew up, nobody told me the world could be so cruel. We never went out. Hunger can push people... Okay, it's just... Like, come on. Sometimes during dialogues, the affinities of your paladins towards the 3 great forces of Mordred will change. Each paladin has different affinities that will sometimes change their reactions when faced with certain situations. Hunger can push people to do things that they will regret their entire life. At least they won't have to live with it now. Indeed. Alright, we're going to get to some action. Hey! Hey, you there! Halt! Who goes there? Roberto, Nonad de Pimprenel. What kind of name is that? At your service. What is it you want? You are paladins, are you not? How fortunate it must be. For, you see, I would very much like to join the corps and... Wait! Someone is coming! Huh? Rabid dogs! Save yourselves! Right, we're going into combat. Where is this Pimprenelli? There is nothing but a bunch of small fry. Take care of these curs while I protect His Majesty and the Prince. On guard. Select one of your paladins by clicking on its card. Once selected, your paladin can perform one of the following actions: a move, a simple attack, or an encouragement. To move your paladin, click on an empty adjacent tile. To attack an adjacent enemy, click on its card. The inflicted damage is equal to the strength of the paladin. To encourage an adjacent paladin, click on its card, then select the encourage option. The ally will receive a +1 strength bonus for 1 turn. Each of these actions consumes an action point of the selected paladin. You can check the amount of action points for a character in the top right corner of its card. Okay, so you only got 3 damage. You got 4 damage. So someone's going to take... Oh, they've got a lot of Guess we just do this. You click here. I should have maybe encouraged you, but it's a bit late now, and I'll just click you here there. Wait. Oh, we can do it more than once, can't we? Fighting fever. No damage inflicted at the end of the turn. Gain vivacity. He's got one more. Let's encourage you. Oh wait, no, that's gone. End of the turn. Wait, why was that a 12 attack? And why did you get 7 attack? What's going on? It says 4 there. Alright, now we get cards. Every paladin has a unique deck of skill cards. These skills enable them to perform more powerful and varied actions than the basic ones. Each skill can have 1 or 2 of the modifiers free and reserve. Each round, your paladins draw a number of skill cards equal to their draw stat. To play a skill card, select it by clicking on it first, then click on a valid target for this skill. Except for free cards, this action consumes an action point. Skill cards without the reserve modifier remain in the paladin's hand at the end of the turn. Remaining in the paladin's hand at the end of the turn are discarded. When the deck is empty, the discarded cards are shuffled and returned to the deck. Right. So you... Well, I've only got 2 action points this time. Targets an adjacent character and inflicts bleed. Recovers 9 HP but suffers bleed. Deals 9 damage to an adjacent target. If the target has bleed, inflicts vulnerability as well. So this is free. And then if we do this, so you got vulnerability as well. We've got Shatter. Deals 8 damage if the target has armor. Deals 4 damage otherwise. Deals 5 damage to an enemy. Applies poison no matter where it is on the board. And Illusion. Swaps position with an ally. Why would I do that? And what about you? Free. Swap places with an adjacent ally. Chain. Deals 7 damage and applies vulnerability. Whip. Deals 7 damage to the target no matter where it is on the board. Alright, so we'll do this one. Can I just attack? I can't just attack now. Oh, yes, I can. I'll do 5 damage. Is that right? Or I could just whip. Yeah, I think we'll just do that. They're dead. Okay. Another one down. Keep your focus, sir. We are not yet done. We must ensure none of them endanger the king nor the prince. Alright. You've got 3. Oh, no. It's his turn, isn't it? Oh, can I... No, I can't. Deals 8. It's only going to deal 4 damage. Except it'll deal 5 damage. That's poison now. So what happens with poison? It doesn't actually tell me. I can't. Can I see? Loses 8% of their max health at the end of the turn. Why is that card on this side? Like, he's on there, so that makes sense. This should here. He's on here, so this should be his cards, and she's there. So those should be her cards. Not his cards should be over here, and her cards should be here. It's confusing. I guess I'll just use Shatter. Animation's quite cool, and then we can just attack, can't we? Bleed times 3. Well, oh, I've got full health. Damn it. Why is it not? I've got no action points left. Why is it not allowing me to skip round? Yeah, I took 3 damage to do nothing. That was ridiculous. Look how much health I lost because of that. Stupid. Let's do this. And then we can just attack, can't we? Down they go. Yeah, that was some bad play there. Alright, what we got? Increase all paladins' max armor by 1. Repair. Fully repair a paladin's armor. Give each paladin vivacity. Gain an additional action in the next round. Oh, wait, we've all healed. So we all heal, but you don't get your armor back. Okay, I see. Let's repair your armor. Interesting so far. Aloy's the door. They never saw it coming, filthy mutts. And there goes the last one. Scold Goberto for his inaction during the fight. No glory ever came from putting down wounded animals after avoiding combat. Avoiding combat? But you jest! I slayed 2 of the foul beasts as you had your back turned, milady. Paladin. Sir Goberet, we must make haste, and we cannot risk our covert journey by letting you spread the news around. It is our only duty to execute you. He can swear an oath of silence. We could bring him with us. Swear an oath of silence. Sir Pimpronelli, I trust you can swear to Zitork that our crossing of Glarock's forest will be kept secret? Of course, I'll be quiet as a grave. I swear upon Ziltuk and Azerator. Good sir, we shall trust your oath. You can go now. I'm not sure I get it, but I'll see you soon. See you next time, paladins. Farewell. Wait, we cannot. What are you doing, Sir Alphonse? He swore upon Zetek and Azertor. How could he break such an oath? Sir Hale. The divinities shall decide his fate now, sir. We can trust him. Well, let us not lose any more time with such trivial matters. Let us move. What a goof. Truly a euphemism. What on earth? That feels like bad translation. Halt! Let us stray from the path to set up camp. It will be safer. The king and his son are sleeping on the bedding. The night shall be calm. How quaint it is to finally lie down. The road is never ending and the air stifling. Sir Alphonse, I noticed while we were fighting. Why don't you use your relic? I prefer not to use it. My blades are quite enough to protect his majesty. I see. I think. Now is the time for questions, novices. We will not have such luxury tomorrow, we must quickly depart. How did you become the Prince Protector? Do you know our respective mentors? Why is the Prince accompanying us? It won't be easy to carry on our quest with a kid in our hair. I have to admit it surprised me too, but the king must have his reasons. As he does for bringing the regalia with him. The king has brought the scepter with him? I did not notice. As well as all these nouns. As well as Maelstrom, the sword gifted by House Thulder. I noticed he put his hand over the scepter several times, despite his secrecy. Sir Alphonse, how did you become the Prince's protector? Well, where to begin? When Normared, our young prince's elder brother, was born, the king was ecstatic. He cared only for this child, the one that was declared true heir of the great realm of Meodred. Nevertheless, when Queen Medith was pregnant, again, the king could not care less about the news nor the child. She finally decided to find him a royal tutor on the sound advice of the Order of Ancestrals. I was the one chosen for such a task. My place as a mentor of the Paladin Corps made me an excellent teacher for His Majesty. The choice feels odd nowadays. I see. Do you know our respective mentors well, Sir Alphonse? You tutored us with them, but I seldom saw you with Sir Gabriel. Regret I must admit, Hale. Your tutor was never one to strike a conversation with anyone outside the Order of Ancestrals. I heard he is a wise man, and I never had to worry about you. What about your Hev? Did you train him too? Indeed, he might be the one I spent the most time with. He assisted me in overcoming a difficult part of my life. I owed it to him to ease his arrival in the Corps, even though I could not help him with his personal matters. I presume that Marion was your mentor. No. She joined the Corps years after me, you see. We are not exactly the youngest. She already knew how to fight when she arrived, and could easily compete with the most gifted paladins. I have seen her shut down vicious mockeries with a simple glimpse of her axe, if you believe me. It must have been grueling to be the first woman paladin in the Corps after more than 700 years of its existence. Indeed. Especially after she lost all her legitimacy among Mother House Thulder. Enough blabber, paladins. You all need to sleep. We have a lot of distance to cover tomorrow. We shall arrive in the village of Orpria by dusk. We will need to tread carefully there. The trees will not be able to cover us anymore. I will take the first watch. Yes, sir. Chapter completed. Oh, we get to level up, okay. And level up is just stats. And you get new skills. So it's just a skill tree that branches a bit, but fairly linear. So what we got first? Rolo and the target ally gain +2 draw for next round. You just unlocked a skill with the starter modifier. In the skill tree and the inventory, in addition to the free and reserve modifiers, some cards can also have this modifier. Starter cards are automatically drawn during the first round of play, in addition to the skill cards normally drawn, so you always start the battle with them. Eliza deals 3 damage in front of her, then moves back 1 tile. I haven't had to do any kind of like movement so far because there's not been anybody, like they've all kind of like been boxed in by enemies. And then gains 1 armor. Sorry, gains 9 armor. The small, grimy fishing village of Orpea is only famous for its hake. What could King Neptos possibly have to do here? Alright, let's save. And then go back to the main menu. Alright. So that's Crown Gambit. Yeah, it's... I guess... I thought there would be less talking at the start. But I guess... But it isn't... I mean, even though it said it was a narrative, tactical game, there's quite a lot of talking to start with. It took a while to get into the first fight. Combat... Yeah, it feels... I don't really know how to describe, how to formulate my thoughts. Really, it's fine. It's just I don't know. It seems to be lacking something, in my opinion. Yeah, you're just basically not. Yeah, it's just kind of like I've played all my cards. Your turn. At least so far. Maybe it is the start of the game, so there's that to say about it. It might get more intricate as you go. I guess you've got the swap mechanics, and that might be useful for later if you've got like the priest character, who's clearly the weakest in terms of like his defensive stats. You can swap with a more tanky character if they've got a dangerous enemy in front of them. But mostly so far it's just been play all your cards and attack. Art style's quite nice. I like the presentation in general. That's pretty good. I think my assumption from like... Is it Montmartre, this place is called? Obviously based off that in France. No, it's not that name. It's not that, is it? It's called Saint Denis or something. Anyway, that island off the coast where the monastery is in France. And yeah, some of the names being French. I assume it's like from a French developer, and therefore the script's translated because there is a few areas where it's a bit iffy and doesn't quite read correctly. But yeah, it seems pretty good. Yeah, I'm not don't really know what more to say than that. Not really blown me away, but it's not like a bad game. It's just it feels like it's lacking something to like hook me in. Aside from the presentation, I don't feel like, oh yeah, I want to see what's... The story hasn't really gripped me. It's just like it's throwing a lot of nouns at me to try and kind of do world building without actually it feeling like it's building a world. So it's kind of not really got its hooks into me yet. But I'll play a bit more and see how it goes. As I say, it's out now on Steam. I'll put a link in the description below. You can check it out yourself if it looks like your kind of thing. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. Really appreciate anybody who takes time out to do that. Looking to get to 1,000 subscribers, so any subscription is greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.